Life can be filled with uncertainties, difficulties, or frightening challenges. And this is the main reason why us humans tend to kind of prefer or adjust to a more constricted attitude or a narrow outlook of life. So, what does this mean? So why do we do this? Because by constricting our point of view, our outlook of life, or whatever we do, we tend to avoid more risks. We tend to avoid the uncertainties, the unexpected. And this narrows down our perspective. And so we are not really that keen or willing to explore and try on new skills. So these individuals will use various psychological tricks or maybe ways to kind of constrict what they see and experience. If you have a different opinion to them, or you start to challenge their opinion, or you question them about their views, they will start to get angry, agitated, and they will not accept your opinion. Maybe not all of them are like agitated or infuriated, but some of them are. Some of them, they will just quietly accept it and respect it. They are just not open to other people's opinions. And in often most cases, these people will tend to get anxious or easily invoking anxiety in them because they expect bad things to happen. They don't like taking risks. And once they're put in a position where they try new things or they are stepping out of their comfort zone because of being forced or something unexpected happens, they will tend to crumble. And not all of them will crumble, but most will kind of panic during harder or difficult circumstances, or when trying out new things, or when meeting with something unexpected. They don't know how to overcome it or solve the problem. And they also fear of losing control of the situation, so that's why they start to have anxiety. They don't know what to do because they've never been put in this position before in which they have to deal with this specific matter. And this leads to a kind of avoidant attitude in which they avoid doing a lot of things that may seem hard or uncomfortable to them, or they avoid doing things out of their comfort zones. They don't want to try new things, they don't want to really make new friends or explore. And so when they are met with hard circumstances or challenging tasks, they will tend to find an escape route or a shortcut or something easier. They'll find an easier way around to complete the task, or they'll find some kind of excuse to leave a job or maybe not attend this meeting or not do this task. Because they avoid doing hard things, some of these will tend to develop certain types of addictions, like resorting to alcohol, pornography, video games, or watching TV excessively, because these things are distractions and entertainment which only give to short term gratification. They get the instant pleasure right away. And so, a negative and constrictive attitude, it tends to narrow down our view and outlook of life. So what you can do is to start to develop a more expansive attitude, develop a more open-minded view or outlook of the world. You have to be willing to explore different things. You have to try new skills, maybe step out of your comfort zone, or even making new friends. Other, you have to have this kind of curiosity inside of you to explore, to wonder, to marvel, to look at other people's opinions and say, "Oh wow, this guy has a different opinion. I might consider it. I mean, some of it does make sense. I will study." And you have to be like an explorer. You have to be curious. You have to explore different opinions. Whether or not you accept them, it's okay, but you have to be willing to see other people's opinions, listen to it, or try out new things that you have never tried before. And be willing to venture into uncertainty, because when you venture into the uncertainty, you start to see new things, you start to open yourself to different perspectives you might have not seen before. Yes, you'll face adversity, that is part of life, but each failure or setback that you face is vital to you. They teach you new lessons, they help you grow new bonds with people, because During adversity, there are going to be people who help you, who mentor you. So you might as well make new friends. And also, it trains your mind to be more resilient. And as we get older, we have values and different beliefs instilled in us. So our minds tend to be a bit rigid because we follow and we just conform to certain social norms where we can start to think of ourselves. So you have to find out what actually makes you unique, what makes you you, because you are a unique individual too. Your DNA is special. It's 1 in 1 trillion throughout the entire civilization, and you're a custom made by God. So you have to find out what makes you unique and distinct from others. What makes you stand out? What are your specific tastes, your inclinations, your values, or even your passions? And also about viewing other people, you have to understand that everybody has their own opinions. Everybody is different. Their way of thinking is distinct to yours. You cannot expect everybody to think the same way as you do. You cannot expect everybody to behave the same way as you do. Different people have different experiences, and you have to always remember that. So be willing to open up, to accept, and maybe respect the opinions of others. Be willing to listen to other people's point of views, and you can even take or absorb some of their knowledge or their opinions if it is beneficial or useful to you. So it's same for circumstances or conditions. Instead of complaining, having that constrictive, narrow, or negative attitude of whining all the time, you can find ways or solutions to change your circumstances. You can find ways to explore different things. You can find ways to make your life better. There are always things out there, and if you don't know how to, ask people. There are some really good people out there who are really willing to help you. And so I think that if you want to change your life circumstance, it's very important that you change your attitude and your outlook towards the world. So it doesn't matter if you are rich, if you are poor, if you have a poor attitude, if you have a narrow negative attitude, you're not willing to explore, you complain all the time, you are not willing to take any risks at all, then your circumstances won't change. It doesn't matter if you're rich or not. Even if you're rich, you might be stuck at one point and you might feel unfulfilled despite having all the money. You're not content. So that's it basically for today's video. I hope you guys did gain some insight or value out of this. And yup, peace out.